Hello everybody, I'm Dan here from the Halo Game Channel. Welcome back to my American Union State playthrough, where today we're probably going to be getting rid of Huey. That's definitely going to happen, I think. Last America standing is beginning to dawn upon our citizens that the American Civil War is actually over. The scars from the fighting will last for a long time, but it seems as if the feeling has already started to sink in that any chance to change America's destiny further has passed. We're now and forevermore the American Union State, and the world should know that it is so. God bless America. And crikey dicks, the end of the Second American Civil War. Huey Long and his allies have triumphed over all their enemies. With this victory, we can now celebrate a new era of peace. Though there is much rebuilding to do, we shall take this time to celebrate our victory. Recovering from the Civil War, overwhelming Federalist resistance, economic devastation from the Civil War, and overwhelming Socialist resistance. Fantastic, and we've lost all of our divisions that were obviously militias, but we've still got a decent number of, well, we've not lost all of our divisions, we've still got a decent number actually. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and just get all of the divisions on our better guys. So we'll just do that. There we go, that's not too bad actually. Oh, we're just one division short. Right, anyways, factories. We do still have a lot of factories. Now we can finally upgrade you. We need to get medium tanks going, I think. We can definitely simmer on gun production. Get support equipment actually into production now. We'll put that up to 15 for the current time. Air support. I always start to make them, but I never end up using them. So don't be surprised if the same occurs here. But we'll try. I'll try. I need to try and get into routine of using them. We don't. I've got strategic bombers. Right, we'll do that for now, and we'll just leave the other military factories doing nothing. As for the navy, do we want some more subs? We'll get some more subs, and I'll get some more improved light hulls. There we go. Goodbye. Right. Political power. We have nice wee decent amounts, so let's go up to early mobilization. We'll also get up to limited conscription. Those are just absolutely terrible, so can we start doing focuses? How do I start doing that? The business plot. Right. I'm just going to start doing rebuilding the country. That's been bypassed. Right. Okay. Right, let me actually check the comments from the last two videos, because I do pre-record two videos, so I guess it is time to have a look for the feedback and see if anyone has actually mentioned anything. Paraguayan, congratulations. Letters from the Paraguayan personally thanking the Kingfish for his fight for freedom against cynicalism. Keep arriving from small South American nation. Regards, Long as a true hero. Okay. Okay, whatever floats your boat. Right, so I shall go and have a wee look at the two other videos while we're just proceeding forwards. Because I'm sure though someone will have said something very useful in one of the episodes. Not that you never usually say anything useful, just... Long last America has been united under American Union States banner. Traitors and would-be tyrants tried to destroy and corrupt this great nation. Yet we held firm and took control. Creation has arisen, however, in those territories which did not initially rise with Huey Long in the Civil War. Is this country the United States of America, or is it truly the American Union State? There is a longing among many to return to the stability of the Star and Stripes, even if things are irrevocably, changed. Should we appease them and show that America Huey originally envisioned still exists? Right, do you know what? Before we continue on, let me just check. Okay, that's saying join. I don't know which faction I'm going to be joining either, guys. I'll just say that now. I don't know what faction. I still haven't decided. I haven't decided at all. Okay, I don't actually know. So what we'll do is, yes, we are the United States now and forever. We are now the United States of America. Nice. There must be something down here that causes something to happen. Oh, well, I think I know what the case is here. We will not be getting William Pelly. The Silver Legion will not be in this any further now. With the end of the Civil War comes a vacancy to either important position of the American Legion's national commander. This last title holder, Smedley Butler, had foolishly sided with the syndicalists. Haha. Whoever take this position will symbolically represent the veterans of the United States military and society. No preferred choice is important. Most common name floated upon us is General George Moseley, though his anti-Semitism does dissuade some from his nomination. Huey Long also believes that his friend and ally Fox Connor, who introduced Patton to Hughes' cause, should have the position. William Pelly's name has also been placed onto the desk several times despite the door being locked. Who shall be appointed? It's going to be Moseley. I feel like that's going to help lead to the business plot. Because that was paternal autocrats. Yeah, the Silver Legion is not. Like I said, the Silver Legion was only in the first 2 episodes because I needed their assistance. Otherwise, it's just nope. No. I'm gonna click that. Let's go ahead and grab decryption. Oh, okay. A special session of Congress. Rapid fire session of Congress under Huey Long has been able to pass several enabling acts thus far. Exhausted by dictating President Long's orders, allies within the Prohibition Party and Old Democrats have come today to deliver a more radical proposal for their constituents. Pork barreling together is a bill for veteran back pay and a proposal for the Prohibition Amendment. Prohibition is popular with conservative Protestants in the South, but seen as a tyrannical by the so-called wet states in the North and West. Unfortunately, the Big Ten politics of the AFB means these bills can only be passed together, and not at all. The final decision lies with Huey Long. No, don't pass the bills. I'm not going to pass them. Gosh. No, great. Yeah, production's going to be very slow. Oh, well, we're making no guns. Which is nice. Oh, because obviously we lost all the factories. Holy moly. Right, well. Priority on the guns. The support equipment and overhanging planes can just see a complete and utter just dumpage right now. Okay, we'll start to do that. Federalist bombing. It's not great. Midnight dinner. Oh, after dinner in Washington D.C., President Huey Long has disappeared along with his limousine and several of his armed guards. Their disappearance was not noted until until 9 the next morning. By then, the newspapers had already begun spinning a story about syndicalist plotters. Secret Service has been decimated by the war. Must seek the aid of the FBI if they are to ever find President Long alive. American Legion National Commander George Van Horn Moseley has announced he will guide the country until a proper leader is found, ensuring syndicalism is uprooted from the country. Congress has called an emergency session to deal with a succession, as kidnapping has no proper recourse in the Constitution. President Huey Long disappears. Oh, Moseley's here, the business plot. Ha 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 ha. Fantastic. That is what we wanted. So, we've got rid of Huey. Hopefully, we find him dead. Or he gets found dead. Presuming that's what's probably happened to him. Hollywood list. We know that Hollywood has always acted above the law. Its mere existence in California, an attempt to dodge intellectual property laws. Moreover, it is no secret that some artists there have had hoped for a syndicalist victory over our great American Republic. Therefore, they must be exposed and their sedition prosecuted. Okay. Oh, nice, we've still got that, which is great. Slight recovery. Okay, we're going to slightly recover from everything by the looks of things. Zanzibar has joined the Cairo Pact. I forgot Middle Africa. When did Middle Africa actually collapse? Oh well, whereabouts is Zanzibar? Yeah, where is Zanzibar exactly? I know it's African. Is it not? I thought it was an island. Oh, it is an island. Zanzibar. Thought so. Very small island over here. We could always, you know, invade some African countries and get ourselves some, well, new puppets, I guess. See, I really don't know if I want to join up with the Germans or the Entente. Joining up with the Entente, we could help them defeat the Germans, and defeat the Third International, and get both France and the UK back home. Or we could join the Germans, help take out the Entente, because obviously Canada is pretty easy for us to take care of, really. We have a massive border with them. It's going to be much easier than having to do a bloody naval invasion like we had to do in the last series. Oh, the capital. Tying up loose ends. Right, somebody did comment. I'd seen it before when I had a wee look through the videos there. Someone was wanting me to move the capital to a specific location, and I am going to do so. It was... Oh, it was Sturmpanzerwagen. You should get an event to move the capital to Washington or keep it New Orleans, please, Washington. So we're going Washington. Yep, let's go to Washington. Weaving spiders. Weaving spiders are the many members of the press that continue their fruitless search for Huey Long. Although the FBI has made the public display of effort possible, the persistence of some underground press who do not believe Nicholas did the deed. While most pamphlets on this are published anonymously, the FBI have traced their origin and surprisingly found them to be coming from both the left and right, politically speaking. These conspiracy theorists, as we call them, could destabilize our new government if they continue their publications. Do whatever it takes to silence them. Do it. We're gonna have to silence them. Can't have them finding out what's wrong, and we do not want Huey making a bloody reappearance. Errol Kemp Long. Who is that? Did Long have a brother? Syndicalists who fight for the revolution of target factories. Oh, we need to get rid of those. When do we get rid of those? How do we get rid of them over here? Oh, down here. Purge descendants. Right, we should probably just work down the that part of the tree. Just so we can grab that. Well, grab the new Alien and Sedition Axe. And then we'll grab Purge Descendants. We'll get that sorted straight away, really. Because we really do need to get rid of both of those because they are not nice. They're doing the exact same, near enough. Oh, actually, yeah. Somalia has annexed Ethiopia. That's because they had AIDS. He's back already. He's back. When there's Nicholas bombing. It'll be interesting to see who ends up winning all this. Should West Africa, I'm hoping, does not win. Because then they can probably get back in with Germany. I didn't realise they were at war with Socialist Republic of Iran. But, okay. Every girl a queen. The most delicate part of the business plot is upon us. It appears Huey Long's will dictates that in the event of his injury and incapacity, his wife Rose Long was to take his post. Many die-hard Long followers have come to Washington demanding Rose occupy the presidential mansion until Huey Long be found. They are met with an equal number of former Federalists who insist Huey Long's running mate William Lemke is the constitutional correct president, signing the Constitution as our best defence is perhaps a more prudent path, though it could also be seen as an insult to Huey Long's widow and inflame the anger of the public even more. Make a public show of sympathy for Rose Long's cause. Yeah, we're going to do that. It's going to kill a little bit. Our stability's not great, but you know, when we get rid of you, and you, we're going to be fine anyways. I think. Plus, anything to cover up the plot. Because I'm sure it would end up doing something terrible if we were to fail at doing so. Second Melbourne Uprising. Why the hell does Madras have you? Oh, because they're fighting them, isn't it? That's why. That is why. It would seem the Princely Federation could actually end up winning this. Mainly because somehow you're at war with Japan. Which is probably why they're struggling so much. Indo-Chinese Union's sticking around though right now, and they're doing well at surviving. The Inkwan have risen up against the Saudis. They'll probably die. They should die, I'd like to think. Congo is looking pretty thick, and they are taking on the Commune of Gabon right now. Nothing really seems to be going on over here too badly. Like, nothing seems to be breaking away. I like how the Vatican's got those bits of... Oh gosh, those bits of land. Carlos, Spain's in a bit of bother. I wouldn't be surprised if Portugal ends up taking Galicia here. The 22nd Amendment. The committee is in agreement on the future of the 17th Amendment. The amendment that forced direct election on senators passed under Wilson, in his vain populist bid to promote insurgent democracy over our republican system of government. The 22nd Amendment will ensure that this unneeded alteration to our system is repaired, and Congress will again be represented in the way the founding fathers intended. Fan-dabby-dozy, some more party popularity for us. War Powers Committee versus Congress. A meeting today between the War Powers Committee and several congressmen friendly to our cause was held to address the future of representation in the presidential cabinet. Fear that the political spotlight the War Powers Committee is under by holding cabinet positions has two possible solutions. The first is to coordinate with Congress in order to push through a law to reorganise the presidential cabinet to officially become the War Powers Committee. Second is to appoint several of our loyalist politicians from Congress to appease prying eyes and keep the stability of our new American Republic. Keep the stability our new American Republic needs. The latter comes at a great political cost and will weaken our position, though certainly it goes a long way towards obscuring our intentions. That doesn't look actually that terrible. Resource gain efficiency and production efficiency caps down by 2% and 3%. We lose 100 political power, but we've got tons of political power anyways. And we just want them to get this plot covered up as quickly as possible. Shame we don't really have any decisions as such right now. We will once we have Purge of the Descendants. Dissidents? Descendants? Not Descendants. Yeah, I don't know. Gosh, oh, there we go. Second Royal Reich has kicked off. I thought it was already ongoing, but it's clearly just kicked off now. And France has made an immediate invasion of La Rochelle. It was like they were just waiting for the Germans to be called in. This will probably be crushed because it's the French, and they never do well in the games for me. Saying that, they've done okay on stream last night, but that's mainly because Dutchland appeared and basically destroyed everybody. Oh, partial mobilization. I will take that. Right, that's going to pass, gives them more party popularity. Let's go ahead and do this because we do want to get rid of those two national spirits. It looks like a wee hand. Got one finger. Oh well, it did look like a wee hand, but Brazil looks like they're going to fall. But no one wears a crown. Finally, the business plot's masterstroke is ready. Exhausting and unresolved debates have worn down the willpower of Congress to elect a vice president with absolute majority. A group of our more trustworthy senators are ready to bring George Moseley into his own as vice president, and to then serve as president until Huey is found. This involves a very specific alteration to Article 2 and the 12th Amendment to allow Moseley as president pro tempore to assume office. Any attempts to uncover the truth behind Huey's disappearance have gone nowhere. I love the Republic. I hate democracy. Oh, Moseley's going to be sticking around by the sounds of things, and Denmark is definitely going to be getting invaded by the Germans now. Well done. And NAACP declares the government illegitimate. In the wake of the devastating Civil War, the future of African American rights fought so long for this again threatened. Oh gosh, the squeaking today. Initial assurances of civil protection by Huey Long kept many from the streets as socialists and federalists roiled. There were even planned meetings in New York City for Huey Long to directly address civil rights concerns before the fateful day. Now with Huey Long gone, all illusions of safety are dead. Walter Francis White along with several high-ranking members of the NAACP, declared New America illegitimate. Many of them now prepare to emigrate to Canada and to other countries, as Marcus Garvey did and so many others did during slavery. Okay, well, we're now a legitimate government apparently. We just have to sort ourselves out. Red Scare. We should be fine. Persistence of anti-Semitism. With the great success of Fordism in America, it comes as well some critics for the ideas presented in Ford literature, especially within the Dearborn Independent articles describing a massive worldwide conspiracy of Jews has created backlash against Fordism. The public at large is beginning to question Ford's aging logic, and as Ford is not a very public man, his response to the press have only damned him further. To Ford's critics, including other committee members, racial rhetoric must be pushed subtly and anonymously. Most of the committee, include George Van Horn Moseley, still agree with Ford's theories, but disagree on the medium to propagate those ideas as to not destabilize New America's international relations. I'm going to go ahead and side with... Who do I want to side with? Oh gosh. Persistence of anti-Semitism. I need to make sure I've actually read that correctly and understood it before I side with whoever I want to. Massive world conspiracy Jews create backlash against Fordism. Racial rhetoric must be pushed subtly and anonymously. I don't know. I'm siding with Ford. I think that's probably wrong. I don't think I've understood that at all. Fuck. Someone will probably comment saying I've done that wrong. I do apologise if I've sided with the wrong one there. I've definitely not understood that. But Paris was taken there and it's now being retaken. Cindy's are still bombing us. Okay. Russia does have a war going. Oh, I forgot the syndicalists were in charge of the Russian Republic. Looks like Malin here could end up winning the Civil War. Can we actually aid you? We could. It may be in our best interest to send some divisions over, actually. Gives us something to do in the meanwhile as well, since we're not really up to much as such. We're just chilling. We're sorting ourselves out, which is good. We're getting to the point where we're going to be able to do some decisions to fight the socialist terrorists and the federalist terrorists. Blah, blah, blah. Once they're dealt with, then... Well, that just leaves the economic devastation, which we will have to do over here as well. That's fine. That's take the fight abroad. I do want to begin the trials against the traitorous generals. And there's a research lot down there as well. Federalist bombing, fantastic, not. Oh! Oh yes, I've also forgot, we've got this as well. Claim Canada, claim Mexico. Okay. Unless decision join the Reichspakt. Oh. I don't think we can join the Entente. I don't think that's actually a thing we're able to do. I think we're going to be joining the Germans. I think we're going to be joining the Germans, guys. I'll just let you know that now. Conflict of interest has arisen between the market and the War Powers Committee. Recent speech given by Roger Babson highlighted the hypocrisy of multinational corporations that both claim to be patriotic while also opening factories in European syndicalist nations. Our own Fred Koch fired back by stating that the market and American people want their businesses to succeed as an extension of patriotism. While the War Powers Committee leads several multinational corporations, we have noticed a strong uptick in domestic sales that could remove the risk of retreating from foreign markets. It's time for the committee to settle this national debate. Business is our business. I'm going to go with business is our business. Right, that's done, so we can do decisions. Boom, boom, we'll do both of those. Yeah, I think we're going to end up joining the Germans, I think. American war plans, decisions. Working with our allies. We may now send advisors to countries at war with our enemies, also providing military access to their soil if needed. Guardian of the New World. Some of these countries in North and South America can now be attacked. Ooh. Me again. Manifest Destiny. I might not do any of this until I record episode 5, because then you guys can have your input. So what we'll do is we'll continue focusing on kind of sorting out the nation. That's what we'll do for the meantime. But yes, I'm swaying towards going down the into the fray and join the Germans, and then just work with our allies and see what happens down there. We're not going to do Fortress America. That's just going to be boring as hell. Plus, we can't anyways. This would also be very nice for us. Manifest Destiny. We can claim Canada and Mexico, which would be nice. We could really rapidly grow ourselves, and syndicalist countries in the south we can attack as well. Saying that, syndicalism isn't really a thing in the south if we just have a wee look at them now. It's not pop in 3 of the countries. 4 of the paternal autocrats there. Bolivia isn't even Cindy, so the only one that's syndicalist is the radical socialists in Colombia. And, well, depends what goes on down here. Oh, the People's Vanguard. I'm sorry, People's Vanguard, yet you are paternal autocrats. NatPop, paternal autocrats. Radical socialists. That makes, like, 0 sense. Maybe we won't go with Manifest. We'll probably join the Germans. I'll let you guys say in the comments what you'd like to see. And I shall go from there. Chemical. Really? Chemical? There's nothing better for us? It's great for a refinery, I guess, but we still haven't researched the medium tank. Then again, we're not really going anywhere anytime soon. Another Federalist bombing. We are building factories, so we are pumping out the military factories. But we should also go ahead and get these repairs done first, because, well, makes sense, doesn't it? So I take it we probably have another decision, which will take it on to medium federalist resistant and medium socialist resistance. Then we'll probably have small federalist resistance and socialist resistance. The Russian Republic, I thought it was the French there, but it's just the Russians coming in now. After small, maybe have like a minor, or maybe just small as the final one and it's just done. But anyways, we'll see once those are finished. Let's back in the world stage just because of political power. We're not really needing that. Fordism. Right, we do need to have all of that done, and this one as well. So we'll do Fordism. I'm glad we still got the infantry production cost down thing. Really helping, actually. It really is nice. -10. Production costs for artillery as well. Could probably start pumping out some divisions, actually. Then again, I am wanting to get support equipment into the mixer. Which, right now, we still do not have enough. What are we currently up to in support equipment? We're not doing too badly. We're short of rubber. We can just trade with the Dutch. I think they're neutral in conflicts right now. They are. Wilma staying out of everything right now. Oh, yes! This was the playthrough the Swiss were backed by Austria. I completely forgot about that, actually. I have completely forgotten about that. So, France has got a big game going right now. Kingdom of Spain's winning as well, so Germany's going to have another ally. So maybe the Reichspakt is who we do want to join. We can. Oh, I forgot about my volunteers. Let's go ahead and help out here. Gives us something to do. Get you, and also Baton. And you go. We can maybe try and help link up the fronts again, because these guys are in a bit of trouble. They're not that much, difference between them. Maybe like 5 divisions potentially. But let's see if we can help out. We're taking our sweet ass time getting across here. It's going to take 19 days. Wow. Civil War's over. So the Spanish, the Kingdom of Spain has won, and they will definitely be joining the Germans. They definitely will be. They consolidate Spain. Join the Reichspakt. They could still join the Entente. Could also claim the Bourbon throne, but that's with Jamie in charge. So, I don't know who Jamie is, but it's definitely not him. Right, that's almost done. Fordism is almost done. Get some more civilian factories. Not really like we're needed any more civilian factories, really. We're really not needed any civilian factories, but we'll go with it. War support is going to go up by a whole 25% there. That's infrastructure and research speed. We're fine for those right now. We will come back and grab both those. There's some stability in there, which obviously would be very beneficial for us. Right, are we in position yet? Because if we can punch through here, we can try and take Pretoria. Because if we look at the current wars and we do go to the South African War, nothing's really. Well, there's nothing really. Neither side has lost any points really. Union has made a landing. Forgotten Nicholas was here. They're not that strong actually. Ireland has managed to stay out of current world events. Neither King nor Tsar. So they are going by themselves. They're probably just going to try and remain neutral in everything, which for them, you know what, try it, because I don't think I've seen a game where they've managed to stay out of wars. They always seem to be invaded. Anyways, let's see how good we can do here over here for the saying that, if we're going to join the Germans, why am I helping them? Oh my gosh. Do they switch over to the tree? Well, helping the Entente-backed South Africa. Why not? Why not? Probably people going, why are you doing this now? But stuff it. What could go wrong? Well, we're going to break through there. Nice. We'll see if we can wrap this up. I want to see if taking Pretoria will actually end it. Because right now they seem to be collapsing, kind of. I think the North's having a lot more success. I'm just worried they're not going to end up defending that front, which has been the case already. I'm presuming one of these divisions is going to come up. There's already two there, so I think we should be fine to swing around. Alright, weakened. Okay, it's not going to go medium, it's going to go weakened, and then I'm presuming weakened will go to non-existent. Finland. Oh, it's the Nat Pops, isn't it? It's the Nat Pops, and they're going after Norway, who has staged Social Democrats, which is interesting. How many days is it going to take us to get to Pretoria? The fall of Rio de Janeiro, which can only mean one thing. They lost. Wow. Now, Argentina is probably going to balkanize them because for some reason they do like to do that. Yep, there we go. They do like to do that. So, that is the Buenos Aires Lima axis. And Bolivia. Bolivia is not looking in a good place. Control the Boy Scouts. Okay, we'll do that. I'm going to give them some more war support. Our war support's doing great. Stability, not so much. Yeah, they are clearly losing now. They clearly are. Manpower is pretty matched between them. I think we might be able to help win this. And then once we do, we'll call it a day and I'll just get straight into recording the next episode. Let's see. Come on. Will this kill them? Will it kill them? If they don't get reinforced, hopefully it'll kill them. The only one actually helping them. Again, they're not getting any aid. No one really cares about this civil war as such. But that is Pretoria gone. We could go ahead and actually try and encircle their new capital. Which, you know, hopefully we can go ahead and grab as well. Building a navy is gone. That's okay. That's fine. We've still got the weapon manufacturers and also the Devers reform plan, so I'm fine with that. American mobile industry is also fantastic for us, and our syndicalist bombing. We are getting rid of them slowly but surely. We have got the encirclement, however, we are not being able to do much else, and I think they're going to actually push back at us, which they have done successfully. Where did that division go? Oh, he's there. That is actually very beneficial for us because we can assault the capital. Because right now we're holding Pretoria, which is the capital for the side we're helping. If we can take the other capital, we should be good. They'll be forcing all their divisions into there, though, surely. Which could be a bit of a nuisance for us. What we'll do is we'll try and force our way back through there, because they've sent a militia division up here to help out. So hopefully, with that militia there, they can hold there. And we can swing these guys in. But I am going to go and leave that episode there. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. We didn't really get up to too much, which I guess wasn't great. But at least we're starting to go along with the business plot. We're doing pretty well with that. And we're hiding the plot of getting Huey gone. So it's going well. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll be back very soon for some more. Take care. Cheery bye. The now.